Hello and welcome to another brand new edition of Science Monitor, your weekly update on what's happening in the field of science, technology, research and innovation in and around the country. I'm Tina Jha. From the launch of CSIR-FLORICULTURE mission to an innovative device to monitor masking and physical distancing at crowded places, there's plenty in store for you on the episode today. But first up, the headlines. CSIR-FLORICULTURE mission launched at the national level. Mission aims to raise farmers' income and also promote entrepreneurship to generate employment. Chronic kidney disease may become the 5th deadliest non-communicable disease in the world. A special report on the causes and prevention of this disease. IISER Bhopal develops an AI-powered system to detect violation of masking and social distancing norms at crowded places. The system also issues alerts to remind people of the COVID-specific norms. And we'll see how the Center of Excellence for Research on Clean Air at IIT Delhi is working towards identifying and addressing causes of air pollution in various regions of the country, including the Delhi NCR region. And now the news in detail. To improve incomes in the farm sector, an initiative has been launched to promote floriculture. Union Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, launched the CSIR-FLORICULTURE mission in New Delhi and urged the scientists of all the CSIR laboratories to develop models under this mission. The mission has been approved for implementation in 21 states and union territories of the country and aims to utilize the knowledge base of CSIR for the benefit of the farmers and the entrepreneurs. Let's take a look at this report to know more about this mission.
Flowers and floriculture constitute an entire field of business. In addition to the production of flower-based fragrances, there is a huge market for flowers and flower-based products in India and around the world. However, despite all the possibilities that the field presents, India's share in the global floriculture sector is just 0.6%. Every year, India imports at least 1,200 million USD worth of floriculture products from different countries. To make India self-reliant in floriculture and to benefit farmers that grow flowers, now a nationwide floriculture campaign has been launched. Recently, the Union Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, launched the CSIR-FLORICULTURE mission.
Everybody wants कि उसको उतनी ही मेहनत करने पे उतने ही जगह में जो उसके पास उपलब्ध है और उसकी इनकम बढ़े. तो थियोरेटिकली तो इसका जो आपका फ्लोरिकल्चर ये मिशन है, इसका बहुत बड़ा मेरे ख्याल से पोटेंशियल है.
The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has been working towards increasing flower production in the country. Laboratories like CSIR's Institute of Himalayan Bioresource Technology are constantly developing new varieties of flowers and updating agricultural technologies to grow them so that varieties of valuable flowers can be grown in different climatic zones of the country. This may benefit small farmers who can earn up to 5 times the return as compared to traditional farming. The CSIR-FLORICULTURE mission is expected to create an opportunity for entrepreneurship in the areas of floriculture and floral aromas. The focus of the mission will be commercial floral crops, seasonal or annual crops, wild ornaments and the cultivation of flower crops for honeybee rearing. The Indian floriculture market was worth Rs 15,700 crore in 2018. And is projected to grow to Rs 47,200 crore by 2024.
जो हमारा मिशन है ये सिर्फ CSIR अकेला नहीं करेगा बल्कि अपने पार्टनर के साथ मिलकर करेगा। और हमारे कुछ महत्वपूर्ण पार्टनर हैं जैसे ट्राइफेड, एपेडा, KVIC, FFDC, MSME और जो स्टेट हॉर्टिकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट हैं। इन सब के सहयोग से हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि फ्लोरिकल्चर मिशन किसानों के हाथ से बाज़ार तक और इंटरनेशनल मार्केट तक पहुंचेगा और साथ ही साथ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट में भी एक नई दिशा हमें मिलेगी।
The Floriculture Mission will be implemented in collaboration with various ministries and departments, including the Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Under this mission, the land available at each CSIR laboratory will be set up as a model and technology will be provided to the farmers. CSIR's societal portal, along with the Android app, was also launched on the occasion. This portal will help common people find solutions to societal problems through science and technology.
In addition to diseases associated with the heart and brain, chronic kidney disease is another leading cause of premature deaths. Several studies in the last few decades show that the incidences of kidney failure have increased rapidly in India. Given the severity of chronic kidney disease and its growing incidences worldwide, World Kidney Day was started in the year 2006 at the global level. This year, World Kidney Day was observed on the 11th of March under the theme Living Well with Kidney Disease. Here's our special report.
Kidneys are an important part of the body, primarily acting as the body's filter. About the size of our fists, they filter our blood and excrete toxic substances out of the body through urination. This maintains the delicate balance of salt and water, which in turn helps in controlling the blood pressure. This vital organ also helps the body in producing red blood cells and keeping bones healthy. A disease-ridden kidney can even cause early death. According to studies conducted over the past few decades, 1 in every 10 people in the world is affected by kidney disease. Talking about India, 10 to 15% of the total population in the country suffers from chronic kidney disease. According to the Indian Council of Medical Research and the Public Health Foundation of India, chronic kidney disease has become the 16th leading cause of diseases in India, and kidney failure may be one of the top 5 serious diseases by 2040.
Now, once the life expectancy increased, more and more patients were living longer, and more and more patients were suffering from diabetes and kidney hypertension. More patients started having kidney disease. So it has become a epidemic proportion now. The number of kidney diseases is rising very rapidly. And that was the reason that the International Society of Nephrology thought that let's highlight the importance of kidney disease.
In order to reduce the impact and occurrence of kidney disease and related health problems, the International Society of Nephrology and the International Federation of Kidney Foundations jointly started marking World Kidney Day in the year 2006. This day is observed on the second Thursday of March every year to make people aware of the importance of the kidneys. This year, the day was celebrated on March 11th with the theme Living Well with Kidney Disease. Kidney disease is a silent killer that is usually difficult to detect in its early stages, so it is important to know its causes and symptoms. Generally, excessive alcohol consumption, smoking, eating too much salt, an overdose of analgesics, less water intake, or diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure can cause kidney damage. Symptoms include swelling under the feet and eyes, tiredness and shortness of breath while walking, frequent urination, loss of appetite and indigestion, and paleness due to anemia. These are some early symptoms of kidney disease, and one must consult the doctor as soon as these symptoms are noticed.
in patients with diabetes as well as hypertension, we must make it a routine to have their checkup regularly, at least once in a year. There are only 3 tests. If we do these tests, we can pick up these kidney diseases. Number 1 is urine routine examination. Number 2 is creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product which gets accumulated in the blood. Number 3 is GFR. If we do these 3 tests, we can diagnose kidney disease early. We can prevent the damage of kidneys in these patients. We can slow down the progression of the disease, and we can make the patient's life much comfortable.
Once the diagnosis is done, the treatment for kidney disease is quite difficult and expensive, with patients usually having to resort to dialysis. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, launched the National Dialysis Program in 2016 under the National Health Mission to reduce the cost incurred by patients. However, if just a few things are taken care of, we can avoid facing kidney disease. Take care of your salt, sodium and protein intake. Drink 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Eat more fruits and green vegetables. Eat a diet rich in magnesium. By making a few changes to our lifestyle, including eating a balanced diet, doing daily exercise and controlling our weight, we can build a healthy body, thus creating a healthy society.
Indian researchers who are constantly developing solutions against COVID-19 have now developed a novel mask and crowd monitoring system to ensure physical distancing and wearing of masks. The AI-powered device, developed by researchers of the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal, is low cost and also portable, and issues automatic alerts to remind people of the COVID-specific norms at crowded places. Let's see this report to find out how this innovation works.
The coronavirus pandemic has brought about several changes in our daily habits, turning them into necessities to fight the highly infectious and deadly disease. This includes washing hands properly for 20 seconds, sanitizing our things and surroundings, avoiding crowded spaces, and following norms of social distancing. Now, as life slowly becomes normal and schools and colleges reopen for students, it has become imperative that these rules and norms are followed more strictly so that the infection does not spread again. Keeping in mind this need, a solution has been developed by the researchers at the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal. This solution, based on machine learning and artificial intelligence, can monitor social distance and identify and alert people not wearing masks.
Manual policing is always pretty difficult to do, and you don't want a security guard to be sitting there all 24/7 telling students not to come together. So we thought that so a simple camera with some machine learning and image processing, that should do the simple job of advising, and it can be continuously automatically doing, and it will help the security people to do their other jobs rather than just advising people.
The team of scientists from the Department of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science and the Department of Chemical Engineering at IISER Bhopal have together designed this system. It uses high-definition cameras, microchip computers and speakers, along with machine learning and artificial intelligence. Image processing of the photos obtained from the cameras is carried out using artificial intelligence and machine learning. If the distance between people is less than the standard of social distance, or there is no mask covering the faces, then a signal is automatically passed on to the speaker and a general warning is issued. The best thing about this device is that it is small and can be installed anywhere easily and at a low cost. Using this system, school and college premises or public spaces can be monitored from anywhere using very little human resource.
The number of COVID cases are increasing in the Maharashtra and Kerala. So the only way we to avoid these things by using by maintaining the social distance and following the COVID protocols. Okay, to ensure that in the campus, we are using this device to warn the students mostly where they gather, such as cafeteria or in the library or in the mess halls. These are the places where people they gather, students they gather, and we can use this device to give an alarm, and we can make them we can cause them to follow the rules.
This system is currently on trial on the campus of IISER Bhopal and has shown positive results. If this device is manufactured on a large scale with the help of manufacturing units, then social distancing and monitoring of face masks can be done easily at other campuses, railway stations, markets, or any other crowded area.
Air pollution is an urgent cause of concern for the entire human population, with constant efforts being made to fight and reduce it around the world. To accelerate scientific and research-based efforts in this direction, the Center of Excellence for Research on Clean Air was established by IIT Delhi in 2018. And since then, the center has been helping policymakers in setting standards for air pollution through various surveys and research-based projects in Delhi NCR. Let's see this report to know more about this center.
Most large cities in the world, including in India, are plagued by air pollution. Despite constant efforts being made by institutes, companies, individuals and governments, the problem is intensifying every day. So much so that cities like Delhi are often referred to as gas chambers. According to the recently released State of India's Environment Report, SOE 2021, 16.7 lakh deaths in the year 2019 were attributed to air pollution. This is 18% of the total deaths in the country in this period. Over the last few decades, air pollution has increased the occurrence of serious diseases among children as well as elders. The World Health Report also considers air pollution as a major cause of death around the world. Keeping in view this problem, a Center of Excellence for Research on Clean Air, CERCA, was set up at the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, with the aim to curb air pollution and devise a strategy to fight it. Launched on 16th February 2018, the centre primarily provides a central platform for research going on in Delhi NCR and other parts of India. The centre's work is to help researchers develop solutions against air pollution by campaigns such as the Blue Sky Initiative.
One project that we undertook was on the stubble burning in Punjab and Haryana, and we were able to pinpoint the villages and the districts from where which had the maximum contribution to air pollution. Another project that we had undertaken was pollution from point sources like the coal thermal power stations in the vicinity of Delhi, which have been contributing towards the higher emission levels of Delhi. One project that is underway is on understanding the emissions from brick kiln clusters which are spread around the Delhi and NCR region.
For the creation of any policy or to set a standard, appropriate data is required. CERCA has been studying several major issues related to air pollution to collect data. These include identification of emission from power plants, investigation of pollution from brick kilns, problem of burning straw in agricultural fields. The centre has identified various causes of pollution by conducting surveys in Delhi and surrounding areas, earmarked them and suggested solutions for them. Along with outdoor pollution, indoor pollution is also a big problem in a city like Delhi, because on average, a person spends more time indoors. CERCA also conducted a special survey to map indoor pollution in which sensors were installed inside cinema houses, schools, colleges and offices. Recently, the centre conducted a webinar on its findings, revealing some shocking facts.
surprisingly, we found that the air pollution levels indoors in various buildings were quite high. And the message that we again wanted to give to the policymakers was that there's a need to develop indoor air quality standards. Just like we have outdoor air quality standards, we should have indoor air quality standards as well. Like many countries in the like US or China or other countries which have these indoor air quality standards, because 90% of the time we are spending indoors.
Along with accurate identification and resolution of the causes of air pollution, this center at IIT Delhi is also supporting startups in the field of clean energy. These include the project of converting old and heritage cars into electric vehicles. Recently, IIT Delhi also showcased the first retrofitted electric engine vintage car. Similarly, attention is also being paid to battery rickshaws that are growing fast. Disposal of the batteries used by these vehicles is a big problem, for which startups are being trained and prepared. Hotspots of traffic pollution are also being identified by the center to create a pollution forecasting system. Through these research efforts by the Center of Excellence for Research on Clean Air, it is hoped that the condition of cities like Delhi will improve soon, and people will be able to breathe freely in clean, open air.
And now let's take a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our segment Science Express.
The international medical research journal The Lancet has recently published a study based on the Phase 1 and 2 trials of Covaxin. According to The Lancet, BBV-152 or Covaxin is a safe vaccine to enhance immunity without any serious side effects. The report mentions that Covaxin uses an ingredient called IMDG along with an aluminium-based salt to boost the immune response and may prove superior to other inactivated virus-based vaccines that use only aluminium-based salt as an adjuvant. It should be noted that the vaccine's efficacy was found to be 81% according to the outcomes of its Phase 3 trials. Covaxin has been developed by Bharat Biotech in collaboration with ICMR and is the first indigenously developed vaccine against COVID-19. The vaccine has now been approved for emergency use authorization in India without the use of clinical trial mode condition. Indian Space Research Organisation ISRO has completed the development of synthetic aperture radar for its upcoming Joint Earth Observation Satellite mission with NASA. The mission is called NASA-ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar and will be the first satellite mission to use two different radar frequencies called L-band and S-band to measure changes in the Earth's surface. The mission is expected to launch in 2022-23 from ISRO's Satish Dhawan Space Center. The S-band SAR payload was flagged off on March 4, 2021 by the Department of Space and ISRO chairman, and it has been shipped to NASA for the integration with L-band SAR. In another important development, ISRO's commercial unit, New Space India Limited, has signed 4 new contracts after the successful launch of Brazil's Amazonia 1 satellite. According to NSIL, the signed missions will be executed in the next 2 to 3 years. The Department of Science and Technology has announced the India Science Research Fellowship or ISRF 2021. Under this program, researchers from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Thailand are given the opportunity to undertake research work in Indian universities and Indian research institutes. This time under ISRF 2021, 40 researchers from 6 countries have been awarded fellowships. These researchers have been selected based on their research proposal, experience, academic merit, and publication of their research papers. The program was launched in 2015 to establish research cooperation with the neighboring countries under the mandate of DST's International Science and Technology Cooperation. So far, 128 researchers from the concerned countries have been awarded fellowships under ISRF. Recently, a scientific report on the efforts and outcomes of the India International Science Festival 2020 was released under the title Sankalan. It should be noted that organizing the popular festival in 2020 was a challenging task due to the pandemic of COVID-19, and therefore it was organized in a virtual format, coordinated by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. The virtual format increased the reach of the festival and attracted record participation, adding another achievement to the festival's list. The concerned officials of the Department of Science and Technology, CSIR and Vigyan Bharati remained present on the occasion, which also saw the release of CSIR Compendium of Technologies 2021. The compendium features solutions developed by Science and Technology Institutes of India to overcome the COVID crisis.
So that's all in today's edition of Science Monitor. You can send us your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write to us. Our address is Vigyan Prasar, 5th floor, Prithvi Bhavan, Lodi Road, New Delhi, 110003. So time to take your leave now. See you again next week. Until then, stay safe, take care of your families and keep thinking scientifically.